Welcome back. The March of Dimes is set to hold its annual March for Babies Saturday, April 30th at Nova Southeastern University. We're going to give you all the details about the event in a minute, but first, here's Sandy Woodward, part of the Ambassador family, who has two very healthy boys thanks in large part to the incredible efforts of the March of Dimes. Sandy, welcome to our show. It is so wonderful to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you because your story is so amazing, so incredible. Tell us a little bit about your personal journey and how the March of Dimes helped you out.
The March of Dimes I got involved with a little over 6 years ago. I had two premature boys, one 11 and one 6. My 11-year-old was born at 33 weeks. He stayed 2 weeks in the hospital with minor complications as a feeding tube, jaundice, trying to gain that weight to get out of the NICU. My second baby had the same thing, had preeclampsia, so that's what caused my preterm labor. He was born at 27 weeks and he was very severe. He was very sick. He stayed 2.5 months in the hospital. Weighing 2 pounds, dropping to a little under 2 pounds. He had everything that a preemie can have and then more, as far as like hemorrhaging of the brain, heart murmur, 2 leaky valves. He had to have a couple blood transfusions. So it was quite a journey for us with both our children.
I can imagine it's one thing to go through that once, but then to go through it once and then a few years later to go through it again.
Yes, I definitely didn't have that perfect pregnancy, what every parent would like and love to have.
How are the children now?
They are well, doing well. My 6-year-old has a speech problem, but other than that, he's perfect.
Tell me how the March of Dimes helped you and your family during all this.
The March of Dimes helped me. My one son received surfactant therapy, which is developed through the research from the March of Dimes. And what that is basically when preemies are born, their lungs aren't developed, so they stick, the lungs stick. So when they receive the surfactant therapy, it kind of releases a gel into their lungs, and it allows them to blow air and blow their lungs up for them to breathe. So that I kind of say that was one of his lifesavers, receiving that.
And now you're paying it forward. Your family is the Ambassador family. Yourself, your husband Travis, your children Travis Jr. and Toby, and the name of your team is the Happily Ever After team. And I know that name means a lot to you, right?
Yes, the name, we kind of wanted it to be like a fairy tale. Fairy tales end with the happily ever after, but our goal is for every baby every baby deserves a happily ever after. And I also wanted to say that, being in the NICU and having the preemies, it's such a roller coaster ride, going up and down, leaving the hospital, seeing the moms with the babies leaving and not being able to bring your baby home. But then, going into the NICU and you're seeing babies pass right in front of you. So you want to bring your baby home and you want to be strong, because he's there, but as soon as you go in the NICU and you see babies, pass in front of you, you're just like, God, I can just hold my baby, and I'm so thankful for that. So it's definitely a roller coaster ride for every parent in the NICU.
Yeah, well, what an incredible story, and we're going to meet a lot more people like you and families just like you at the March for Babies event. We will be there. We will see you there. Thank you for coming in.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Wonderful meeting you.
And now let's learn a little bit more about the March for Babies event. And now here to talk about the March for Babies event is the chair of the event, Matt Muhart. It is great to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm excellent. Thank you for having me.
That was such an emotional story that
Absolutely.
we just heard, right? And there are families all across South Florida that have had similar stories, which is why the March for Babies event is so important for the community, right?
Absolutely. I think what we just heard today is the perfect reason why everybody in this community should rally behind this great event. There was a direct tie between the fundraising activities that the March of Dimes have done and the technology that was brought to bear to help the Woodward family bring their child into this world in a great way.
This is an event that our station has had the privilege to be part of for the past couple of years. We're going to do it again this year. We love it. It's for a great cause. It raises a lot of money, and it's also a lot of fun, right?
It absolutely is. It's a great opportunity for employers and their staff to get together and do something for a worthy cause, get their name out there in the community, and really show that they support the youngest and weakest in our community.
Do you have a goal of how much money you're trying to raise?
Absolutely. We have set a goal for $1 million this year, a slight increase over last year. I challenged the March of Dimes team that we needed to beat last year's goal. of $933,000 actual. So $1 million is the target for this year.
Well, we've gone this long, and the viewers are excited to be part of it, and we haven't told them exactly how they can be part of it. So let's get all the event details.
Absolutely. Marchforbabies.org. Sign up, put your team together, create a goal, and let's get this done.
And it's at Nova Southeastern University.
It is.
Right?
On April 30th at 8 a.m. is the kickoff.
And what's so nice about it, all the times we've been there, is that you mentioned it, just such a spirit of community. You know, a lot of people are there for the same interest. They have a lot of the same stories. So when you get there, it's like you already knew. You already know everybody, right?
Absolutely. You know, we live in a big community, but it's a small community of lots of folks that have a lot of good intentions for the community. Certainly, we have to thank Public Supermarkets as a major sponsor. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, one of the hospitals I work for, is also there, working together to bring great change to our kids.
And you've seen firsthand the impact that this event has had in saving lives, right?
Absolutely. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital and a couple of other hospitals have NICUs, and if you walk into those NICUs and you see these young children, it really tugs your heart. These are kids that their first experience of life is fighting for their life, and we need to change that.
All right, well, come to the event if you can, and if you can't, donate anyway, right?
Absolutely.
Give us the website one more time.
Go to marchforbabies.org.
All right, well, we will see you there. Hope to see all of you there as well. And nice to see you today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.